pretty much deleted the video where we were able to uncover her gambling habits. It appears that when I did my reaction to her video, it hit a little close to home, and she had to remove the video because it shows the proof. I mean, she received $1,000 from the church to pay her rent. She ended up taking the money and go to the gambling and made some more money with the church money. And then she deletes the video evidence. See, y'all gotta be like me. When I exposed her, I wanted the community to be educated about how she manipulates people into going broke. Why would she tell you guys to gamble responsibly, tell you guys about the app, then deletes her video? She most likely got paid for that. And she probably defrauded the company, because normally when you get paid to, I guess, promote a product, you don't just promote it and then delete the video. That's not how it works. You got to keep the video up, because if not, that company can turn around and do something to you because you didn't keep your end of the bargain. And that's what it looks like from my point of view, is that DoorDash probably was a part of some promo sponsored to, not necessarily that the company reached out to her, but she reached out to the company pretty much asking like, hey, I'll promote your product. I'll do anything for money. And they probably was like, okay, cool. You got to make about a video, 2 videos, and don't make it obvious that you're promoting the product, but just kind of suggest it. I mean, who comes on YouTube and say, hey guys, I was gambling, and then show you an app, and then make up a sob story by saying, yeah, my friend, he was making all this money, blah, blah, blah. But that very same friend never helped her to pay her rent. That's how you know it's a lie. If she had such a good friend like that, that gambled all the time, making a bunch of money, I mean, why come to YouTube to beg people for money? You got a friend that's bringing in thousands of dollars easy because he know how to gamble, he know how to move the system, but that whole story was a lie. What she didn't like is that she thought it was going to be something big. She thought it was going to open up doors for her, but she was basically claiming that the ancestors and God was helping her friend to make money through gambling. And she was telling people to gamble responsibly. And it doesn't make any sense, because anytime you gamble, it's a risk. There's no way to gamble responsibly. Like, you're going to most likely lose. Some people, they've been gambling for years. They know how to take risk. They know how to maneuver. Sometimes they get inside info on how to do certain things, and they may win all the time. Like, you got some old women that they play lotto. Some of y'all know, your grandmas, your uncle, certain relatives, and it's like anytime they play that number, they always hit. And you're like, damn, every time you play the lotto, how is it that you always win? Well, it's because they've been doing this for years, so it's like they know that when their number's gonna come around. I know my grandmother, she passed away, but she used to always send me to the store to buy her lotto ticket, and she used to win all the time. Like, it was like that was her job, just playing lotto numbers, and she would literally win all the time. And I'm like, how in the world she do it? You know, sometimes she'll tell me and other relatives, hey, play that number. It's coming tonight. I'm like, man, you crazy. You bugging out. Number come same night, straight. And she win. Straight and box. So it's like, man. And it was I think it was a triple number. So that's triple the amount of money that's earned. So some people know how to, play these particular games and win. But the sad part is that Dodash was soliciting her Christian viewers into gambling. And this all came after she was begging people to pay her rent. So it's like, this doesn't make sense. Like, it's almost like, is this what she did with her money? Is this how she blew her money? Do she have a gambling habit? You guys have to think about this, because I'm the only content creator that pretty much exposed her gambling video. The only content creator, right? Because she deleted the video. She pulled the video down, probably put it on private, whatever the case is. So I'm thinking, why would she promote this after begging people for money? After begging people to pay her rent? You know? And make sure y'all hit the like button, fam. Y'all gotta support these videos. Got a lot of haters on YouTube. They don't like to see me shine. They just chasing clout all day. When it comes to this Dodash topic, guys, I have the best videos on the subject. All you got to do is just go look at the playlist I put together. Playlist is literally popping with nothing but the classics, the classic videos that Dodash deleted. I believe my first video about Dodash was when she claimed she was in a dating relationship, talking about she had an HIV scare. That whole video was fabricated. It was a lie. She took that from another YouTuber who was talking about that very same topic, because in Dodash beginning days of her, I guess, run for fame, what she did is she never originated any topic. She would find viral videos that had specific titles, and she would copy the same title and speak on the same topic word for word, being that that other video that went viral got views, and she would do that. That is how she was able to gain views. It's not because she's talented, because she has no talent at all. She's an habitual liar, manipulator, narcissist. And if you don't know that by now, something's wrong with you. I don't believe that scammers should be able to have a platform where they're able to thrive. You people are supposed to call out the BS. This woman stole a photo and used it for her own promotion of her hair care product. And the photo belonged to Natural Hair Kenya on Facebook. And till this day, Dodash has ignored these claims, even though I brought out all the receipts and all the facts. No other YouTuber talked about this but me, guys. I'm the one who cracked the case. Pretty much everything that regards to Dodash, I'm the first to pretty much put it out there into the media. And, you have a lot of copycats. You have people that copy here and there and there. It is what it is. But the dates and the timestamps don't lie. The video that she released earlier about gambling, she deleted the video to hide the evidence after she took the church's money and went out there to gamble. And this is the same woman that told you guys to quit your job. You never quit your job. You don't ever quit your job to come to YouTube because you're trying to make money. You are going to learn real fast how broke you will be coming to YouTube and leaving your job. YouTube is not for everybody. A lot of people that's right now that act like they're content creators are not content creators. These people don't even belong online because they have no talent, no style, no creativity. They literally just mimic what somebody else does. That's not talent. That is just a person being a parrot. Anybody can do that, and that's why social media is oversaturated with garbage because you have a lot of people that are taking up space. And this is why when DoDash rose to fame, she would always tell anybody, hey, just come online and quit your job and become a content creator. And these people don't even know the first thing about creating content. They don't know how to communicate to the camera. They don't know how to look directly into the lens. They're afraid, timid. And what happens is she set up a lot of people to fail. There are actual people that came to YouTube after quitting their job because of DoDash. You know what I mean? People literally followed her advice, quit their good job to come to YouTube thinking money gonna be there. You gotta have 4,000 watch time hours, 1,000 subscribers, right? Or 10, I believe it's 10 million YouTube Shorts views, which most of you will never get, right? In order to be monetized. And even if you're monetized, that doesn't mean you're making any money. You know, you have to have content that engages with the viewers. You have to have a likable personality. In the beginning, DoDash appeared likable because she was very deceptive. I uncovered DoDash before any YouTuber. And I'm not speaking of the YouTuber that exposed the Curl Smiler, the two sisters that pretty much exposed her about that. That's an isolated situation that those ladies exposed, meaning the hair product. I exposed DoDash for who she really is, a con artist. And in my work, my body of work and expertise and research, I've uncovered all her lies, from the so-called blueprint that she claimed will give you YouTube success, from the shout outs, pay her a certain amount of money, she'll give you a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, I could shout your name out all day. Nobody will ever watch your channel. You will never make money. Shout outs do not make you grow, right? What makes you grow is when you have a good personality, engage in content, and the people believe in your work. That is how you'll begin to grow. That's how you'll begin to make money, and so on and so forth. Shout outs will never help you. You know what I mean? I could shout your name out to Kingdom Come. That doesn't mean anybody going to subscribe to your channel, right? And if anybody do subscribe, it's because there's something that you did that attracted that person. A lot of times content creators just don't get it. Sometimes you can have a video and the video attracted a lot of subscribers. And you're like, damn, a lot of people subscribe to my channel because of this video. Well, in order to be a better content creator, you got to look at the video. You got to look at what did you do? Why all these people subscribe to your channel? Well, there was something that you did in that video. So if you can mimic what you did in that video and create more content with that formula, then it will always create the very same result. You know, I've already understand how to make content. I know how to get views. I know how to keep people engaged. It's not easy work. It takes a lot of energy. It ain't as simple as just getting on camera and just make a video, but you grow by perfecting what you do, and you have to have solutions for the community, whether you're a comedian, whether you can make people laugh, make them cry, get them excited, educate them, entertain them. There got to be something about you that is unique and different from other people. People believed in DoDash because she appeared like a likable person, but that was a part of the act. I've uncovered that in her beginning days where a lot of you hated me. Some of you still hate me till this day, even though you know that DoDash is a fraud. You know she's a fraud, but you just don't like me personally because you're a hater. And I get it. I would hate me too if I was you, I mean, I'm just that dude that a lot of people be jealous of because I'm blessed by the Most High. I have discernment. I have the ability to discern spirits. I can see through people. I'm very good at reading people. No one can hide anything from me. If I see you doing something, I can call you out because God gave me the ability to call people out. And this is why I've always been exposing false prophets and false teachers, because I can see through the grift. I can see through the things that they do. And it's sort of like it's like I'm learning more and more about this ability, because I'm not even trying to be in nobody's business. I'm not even trying to know things about people. But anytime I get around anybody, I can read them. Like literally. I know what's going on in their mind. I could tell you if that person's a devil. I could tell you if that person ain't ish. Just give me a few seconds listening to them, and I'll tell you the truth. And this is why a lot of YouTubers don't like me. It's not that I'm not a good person. It's not that I don't produce good content. It's just that people are jealous because they don't have that ability. That ability comes from God. It's not my ability. I didn't ask for it. He just gave it to me because he knew I would be faithful in exposing devils. This is why it's so easy for me to expose Dodash. She's very predictable, very easy to uncover. She's a very interesting subject. Her content is predictable at this point. I already know exactly what she's going to do before she do it. The video of her telling everybody to gamble is very, very sick. That's why I did my reaction to it, because I knew she was going to take it down. You know, she have a tendency of always taking down videos. Anytime she take down a video, guys, that's because she realized she messed up, and she's trying to hide the evidence from her main audience, and also so other creators don't get a hold of the video. But I got the video downloaded. You know, anytime she posts anything, it's downloaded. Like, you know, it is what it is. At this point, she needs to just keep her videos up and stop deleting videos, because you deleting a video, I already did a reaction. So it's like, what's the point of deleting the video? You already put it out there, you know, unless you got something to hide, you know. But she's telling people to go gamble. She took the church's money and enriched herself and high risk behavior. And she was promoting it as if though it's a blessing from God. And what was alarming about her video, and again, you can always watch the video. It's on the page in the video section. I did a reaction to it. The sick part about it is that she said she knew somebody that would play these casino games, and whatever app she's using, because she was promoting it, which means she got paid. Nobody promotes an app like that, guys, unless they got paid. I would not come to YouTube to tell you guys that I won some money at a casino. You would never know that. You understand? That's none of your business. You would never know that. So for her to come online and tell you that she won money and then put the app on the screen so you can know about it, then she taught you how to set it up, that's somebody that's promoting the product. She got paid to do the video, but she removed it, which violates her agreement with said app. Because you're not supposed to delete your video. You're supposed to keep the video up so that the company that paid you are benefiting from the promotion. But the reason why she took down the video is because I uncovered what she did. She's basically targeting churchgoers so that they can begin to, gamble away their rent money, gamble away their kids' money, money for their bills, and now they're broke. You know, it's not worth it. You know, it's really not worth it. So it is what it is, man. I mean, she said the ancestors are helping you to win. And then she tried to clean it up. She was like, well, if you do decide to gamble, don't get mad at me if you lose. Now, once she said that, I'm like, nah, you tripping. You can't be here promoting this and then say, well, if you lose, don't get mad at me. You're pushing the people to gamble. How come that friend that she claimed was making all this money, how come he wasn't there to pay her rent when she needed the rent? How come he couldn't front the money to her since he's making all these bands? See, that's how you know that she's lying. The whole story was fabricated. The whole story, guys. Just like when she told you guys that she was dating somebody and she had an HIV scare. That whole video was a lie. That was my first video I ever made about Dodash. My first ever video. Still a classic to this day. You know? But yeah, Dodash is a scammer. And it's like, but she's gonna still have followers that are dumb. That's why, you know, you really have to hold the line and keep your pressure on, because if you don't wake the people up, the people gonna be deceived. They're gonna be deceived again. And it's just bad seeing so many people getting played. You know, everybody's donating money to her, and the whole time she's making all this money. She was crying about her rent, crying about her lights, crying about repossession of her car. All of a sudden now the car is good. Y'all can't see that's a problem? All of a sudden the car is good. I thought she said she needed brakes. Didn't she tell you guys that she needed brakes? How come in her gambling video, she didn't say, hey, I'm gonna go get my brakes done, woo, 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 boom, boom, bam. How come she ain't do that? So she ain't even get her brakes done yet. You see? Why her brakes is not done? Come on now. Why she didn't give the church the $400+ that she claimed she made? Why she didn't do that? Why she didn't give the church back their money, since she said the church gave her $1,000 for her rent? If anything, she should give back the church the money or give it to a homeless person. Why is it that you never see Dodash go live? I said this months ago, guys. Dodash can never go live and actually communicate with the people, because it would be so awkward, because she's so used to editing. Edit out all the bad mistakes, edit out what she feels she don't want you to see. Whereas if you're live, it's like everything is over the air. You know what I mean? Everything is over the air. There's no running from it, you know. But this is an all-time low. What's gonna be her next video that will be deleted? I don't know. I don't know why she upload videos only to delete it. It'll be better just to put all your videos up, you know. But she keep deleting videos because she don't want nobody to hold her accountable, you know. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. She ain't get no breaks done. See, this is the thing. Y'all deceived. Y'all get deceived every single time, guys. You know, whatever she show you is a lie. How many times I got to tell you this? You're being played. Anything Dodash show you is a lie. Everything. You understand? It don't make no sense. Because from the time she told us about her brakes to all of a sudden her brakes is fixed that fast, boom, boom, boom. Like, come on, man. Y'all believe in all these lies. She never needed no brakes to be fixed. That's a lie. Nobody would be driving around with brakes that don't work. That makes sense. You see what I mean? She fabricated that lie to keep y'all dumbed down and docile. That's what she do. She specialized in gaslighting. She makes up stuff as she go. Anybody that watched Dodash at this point supposed to know this. This is common knowledge, guys. Anytime Dodash show you an image of something or tell you something, it's a lie. She's a habitual liar. She will lie every single time, man, to the point where people believe these lies. It's all lies, man. She cannot tell the truth. You know? Her speaking the truth is kryptonite to her. She can't speak the truth. She have to lie. You know? That's why she can't go live and do a show, because she'll fall out of character immediately. She would fall out of character. There's no edits. There's no cut, copy, paste. She would literally lose her mind if it was live, you know? And it's just like with the What's that other criminal that's on the run? They probably unalive them people, bro. Sad to say, but your boy Dante London and his woman, he may have unalived her and himself. You know, while a lot of you content creators making videos about Dante London, talking about where he at, that man probably gone. Have it ever dawned on you? Because mentally he not there. Mentally he does weird stuff. His content is all weird. And to be away from YouTube that long, it don't make no sense. You know, if you take a week off YouTube, you're losing money. The only way you can take a week off, 2 weeks off, you got to be the kind of content creator that you just get views, man. Like you'll post a video, 150,000 views. Another video, 225,000 views. Another video, 500,000 views. If you posting videos and you're averaging 50 to 150,000 views every time you post, you could afford to say, I'm going on vacation for a week. But if you're not getting none of those kind of views, you can't take no day off. You cannot say, well, I'm going to take 2-3 days off, not do no content. You will be broke. You know? You will lose a lot of money. The longer you stay away from YouTube, the more you get kicked out of the algorithm. You know, the way the algorithm on social media act, it's like a bakery. It's like a conveyor belt. It distributes videos. It finds audiences for videos. If you feed the algorithm a lot of content and the algorithm notice that every day there's a pattern of you uploading, then what happens is the algorithm begins to favor you. It rewards you because it's like it sees your labor. It recognizes you most likely got sleepless nights. It recognizes that you're putting in a heck of a lot of work. So all of those videos that you keep uploading will open the algorithm up to you little by little by little by little. And before you know it, you become one of those content creators that anytime you post, you're getting hundreds of thousands of views. That's when the floodgates have been open. There's no restrictions on your channel from being shadow banned or any of that nonsense because you've been consistently and diligently putting out content. So now when you look at Dante London, they haven't been on probably for like a month. So that's bad. And in his recent couple of videos, he was getting like averaging 30,000 views per video. So that check was a big check. So it's like, okay, you got that check. Where are you now? So as many of you might be making a lot of these videos about Dante London and his woman, they could be off the earth right now. They could be gone. You know, he could have unalived his wife and kids or whatever the case is. And you just didn't hear about it yet. But you may hear about it, you know, later on. Because nobody in their right mind would stay away from social media that long, knowing they're losing all of their ad revenue. They're losing because they're not posting. You got to keep posting. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. The way the algorithm works, it's like a door. Okay, this is how the algorithm works to make you get a visual. Have you noticed that video game? You see it on YouTube through ads, and you see somebody shooting, and you see all these monsters coming down. Then sometimes you have these big monsters walking, and he's shooting, and he gets guns and, you know, power ups. He get more soldiers added on. Okay, the more you shoot, it opens up a passage for you. The more content you upload, you get bigger weapons. And before you know it, you're able to create a path of success for yourself because now it becomes easier the more you post. The less you post, just like in that video game, if you only have one gun with three 3 soldiers, you're not going to be able to kill off all of those monsters in time. You're going to lose. So the less videos you upload, the more the algorithm closes. You know what I mean? That's absolutely crazy, fam. So in order for it to open, you have to post consistently. But it's not just posting anything. You have to post what makes sense. And I believe that a lot of content creators don't know how to target a specific group of people when it comes to doing content. They just post whatever, hoping that it'll hit. That's not how you post content. You don't fish. Listen, as a fisherman, you have to be intentional with what you do, and you have to know and understand what's the reaction is going to be like. You know, there have been times where I sat in here and I did a video and I felt so good about the video. And I told myself, this video is going to get me 30,000 views. It's going to do something. It's going to do good numbers. Definitely. Because I felt the message. The message was very heartfelt and I knew people going to resonate with it. And, you know, I understand how to do those videos. You know what I mean? So you have to find your way and understand what the viewer is looking for. The way YouTube works is the viewer is the one who make the platform. A lot of you content creators, when you're not getting no views, it's not because you don't have a lot of subscribers, or subscribers don't mean nothing. Let me be the first and the last to tell you, subscriber counts don't mean nothing. It's sort of like at one time it did, but in today's day, it don't. A lot of those people that are subscribed to you probably don't even watch you. You know, they probably subscribed because you said something in one video and they subscribed. I got videos where I gained probably 3,000 subscribers off of one video. And I don't know, well, I do know it's something in that video that made them like my platform. So when they subscribe, they're expecting you to keep making videos similar to that video. But what most of us do is we don't do that. We switch up and we do different things. And what you do is you throw off your algorithm. Your algorithm wants to be consistent. And the information I'm giving you here is super. But, you know, a lot of you content creators who hate me, you never give me no credit. And you're going to be listening to my content in order to get these keys and these nuggets. But the way the algorithm rewards you is you have to be consistent with your content, not posting content, being consistent with a specific content that is attracting viewers. YouTube want eyeballs on videos so that advertisers can pay them. And in the process, you earn as well. If your content don't engage nobody and they leave, the advertisers are unhappy. So everybody got to be happy in the game. And what the algorithm is expecting of you is to be consistent with a specific content that is attracting those viewers. So if you have a video that did very well, you got to look at that video and find out the key moments. What did you say? What was your body language like? What were you wearing? The tone of your voice. All these little nuances and keys are very, very important to the creation of content. And what the algorithm will do sometimes, the algorithm will try to hint to you like, hey, this video right here, they're loving it. Do more videos like this. Not necessarily mimicking the same video, but come up with a strategy and be intentional. And that's going to always pop. Like you'll be able to predict the success of that video because you knew what you did in the last video. You applied the same formula, same principles. You just did it in a different way. And the viewers that subscribe to you from the other video, they're going to come back and see the new video and be like, wow, he just dropped another video, man. Yo, I appreciate this dude, bro. Hey, your videos are really helping me, man. Now there's a buzz. Now the algorithm is like, man, you really got it popping now. And the algorithm opens up for you more. And it opens up more and more and more. And before you know it, the floodgates are open. Anytime you post a video, 50,000 views, 80,000 views, 100,000 views. I've seen YouTubers that came on this platform, they were making no views. None of their videos was going nowhere. 200 views, 500 views, 1,500 views, 3,000 views. That's it. That it just stays around that number. And then one particular time, man, they just post and videos just went off. And it's like, man, it's never been the same ever since. They just started getting tons of views. And a lot of times people get jealous of that. And it's nothing to be jealous of. You just have to wait for your turn. Your turn will come, but you have to pay your dues. You have to put in the work. Somebody said, well, you have to have the best thumbnails. Listen, man, your content have to be on point. You know what I mean? All this thumbnail stuff. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of these creators telling you your thumbnail got to be this, your thumbnail. Man, none of that stuff it's a joke. Your content have to be on point. You have to be able to win over the viewer in the first couple of seconds. The first couple of seconds of your video is very crucial because that's what's going to make or break the content. So if you start a video off and you're not right to the point and getting down to the nitty gritty, you lost that viewer. That viewer going to swipe, go the other way, and you missed your opportunity. Similar to when somebody walk into a clothing store, you know, what most high fashion stores do, and maybe you don't know this, so I'll tell you. I know about sales. I know about that line of work. What most designer brands do is once you walk into their store, the first thing your eyes see, the first thing your ears hear is what's going to determine if you stay in that store. So what happens is when you walk into the store, they might have a display of fly clothing, nice pairs of shoes, handbags, and they have the mannequins like this. And it's like your eyeballs just start going like, and then they got the music playing, and then it's like you're hooked. Now you're ready to walk through that store because you're like, man, look at this. Wow, look at this piece. Look at that piece. You're just going crazy. But now if you walked into a store and there's nothing in the front, nothing to excite you, get your attention, then you're going to be like, this store probably don't got nothing. And you're going to leave. You see what I mean? And that's pretty much how it is even on social media. You know, the first couple of seconds is what's going to bring the viewer to say, well, if they're going to stay or not. You know, what makes a viewer subscribe is the content. You know, your content have to be something that either educated them, entertained them, made them laugh, made them, I guess, solve a couple of their problems. And you can't be fake with it either, because sometimes you hear me say these things and you think, okay, I'm going to go make content trying to solve problems. Well, you're being fake. You're not being real. So it's not going to come off the right way. The viewer can tell if you're real or not. The viewer can tell if you're full of ish because they could see it in your eyes. They know it in your tone of your voice. They could tell by your delivery. They already know you know what you're talking about. Whereas some people, they're talking and they don't know what they're talking about. Like sometimes you'll have somebody that come on camera and they'll be like this. Hey, I have a product that I'm selling. Yeah, it's this. You know, I'm trying it out. Make a few dollars, you know, but it's a lip balm. I guess it helps with like keep your lips from chapping, and I think it's pretty good. You know, I sell it for about, you know, it's about $5. I think that's fair, right? I don't have a website right now, but we're accepting PayPal. What's that? Is it safe for people with sensitive skin? I don't know, but it works for me. Nobody's buying your product. You don't sound too sure about yourself. You don't sound sure. You turned off a multitude of people that probably would have supported you if you had a better delivery. But that right there is not going to do it. There's no energy behind it, no confidence behind it. That's not going to cut it, fam. That's not going to cut it. But now, when you believe in your product, you ain't going to be sounding like that. You're going to sound sure of yourself. And what happens is the viewer is going to believe you because the viewer is going to sense the passion. They're going to see the creativity and they're going to want to go get it. But you have a lot of people that selling products and stuff like DoorDash, right? Where the environment is not clean. She don't wear gloves. She's not given the proper mixture for each bottle. Each bottle she makes is different. I got video evidence to prove it. When she pouring things in a pan, there's no measurements. She's just randomly putting stuff. That's crazy. That's not how you mix a product, right? Number two, the product have to sit. The product just cannot be mixed and shipped out the next day. It has to cure, which means it needs to sit in the container for about a good 8 days and let it cure. Let it cure. That's how it is when you make certain products. You just don't mix them and then put it in a bag and ship it to somebody. That's not how you do business, man. It's just like when you barbecuing, you putting something on the grill. You don't just buy the steaks and just throw on the grill. You buy them steaks, them chickens, them wings, and you throw them things in that big old foil pan, clean everything up, make sure everything is clean, whip out that lemon, do this, boom, 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 wash that stuff down. Then you add in them seasons. You know what I mean? Them onions, them peppers. Put all them seasonings in. Work those things in. You know what I mean? And then what you do is you take the plastic wrap that whole pan up, put it in the refrigerator, let that stuff sit there and marinate for a bit. Leave that thing in right there. You don't just throw it on the grill. You let them seasonings, them onions, them peppers, you let all that stuff marinate to the point where it becomes one. You know what I mean? Then now, when you take that stuff out and you throw that bad boy on the grill, all them seasonings and peppers and all that stuff, it's in the material. It became one. So I hope that something I said there helped somebody out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a lot of people, they don't understand the game. And this is why DoorDash is losing all her subscribers. She should be at 83,000 probably before the end of the day because of the last video that she did where she's promoting gambling to her viewers after telling them to quit their job and come on YouTube to get rich. Just because DoorDash told you to come on YouTube does not mean you're going to make money, guys. Never quit your job. Never quit your job, guys, to come to YouTube. If you come to YouTube, right, you should still be at your job, right? When I came to YouTube, I did my thing from 2006 when there was no monetization. I did it for the love of doing content. I ain't get monetized till probably like 2017, 2018. That's when I got monetized. And it's because my mods, primarily Sherelle, she said, you need to monetize. Like, you're doing all this work every single day for free. That's crazy. Everybody else getting paid, you sitting back not doing nothing. So I did what I had to do, but I still had a job. You see what I mean? I had my 9 to 5, and then I would do my YouTube thing on the side, and it is what it is. And that's how you should be. And if you're going to leave your job, your YouTube should be paying you what your job is currently paying you and more. That is when you know it's time to go. You know what I mean? Some people keep their day job and they're successful with YouTube and they're getting multiple bags. If you could do that, then do that. You know what I mean? But if you wanted to do YouTube full time, you got to understand that YouTube is a business. YouTube is not a get rich quick scheme. If Your viewers can go to a 9 to 5 and spend 8 to 12 hours a day at that job. And you want to be a full-time YouTuber. You cannot come on YouTube and say, I'm going to post one video and then that's it. Dude, that was just 8 minutes of your day. People at the 9 to 5, 8 hours. So if you're a real content creator, you got to put those hours in. Some people don't want to put in the time because a lot of times when you're a content creator, you get lazy. You know what I mean? You become a lazy, slothful person because you're used to and accustomed to getting easy money. It didn't cost you much work. And this is why a lot of times people with 9 to 5s always telling YouTubers, go get a real job. It's not that you need to get a real job because doing YouTube is a job. It's just that a lot of people that do YouTube are not really working. They're just trying to make a few dollars. They're not really putting in the work. Imagine you putting 8 hours a day into YouTube. Imagine 8 hours a day. You literally made your mind up that I'm going to put 8 hours into my YouTube channel every day, as if I was at a job, which means for 8 hours, I'm doing nothing but content. You're going to be mad tired. I'm going to tell you that right now. You are going to be tired. You know what I'm saying? You will be tired because it's going to take a lot out of you. And this is why a lot of content creators be always posting 1 to 2 videos a day, 3 sometimes the most. You know what I mean? But when you serious, you know, you're going to be posting all the time and your videos are going to be intentional videos, good videos, not garbage. All right. What's getting DoDash in trouble badly is that she's switching up her content every minute and she's not sticking with her formula. She's not. And she strayed away from talking about how much money she make to begging people to pay her rent, which was the worst thing you can do as a content creator, is beg your viewers to pay your rent, especially after you've been flossing how much money you make, taking trips to Disney World, eating luxury meals, wearing designer. You can't do all of that stuff and then beg people to pay your rent. They're going to look at you like you're crazy, right? And I'm not saying people don't fall on hard times and people don't go through things, you know what I'm saying? But we got a budget, you know what I'm saying? As a grown man, a grown woman, y'all don't need me to tell you this. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to know to live within your means. You're supposed to know to, there's times where you have to sacrifice, but what's more important? You got to pay them bills. Them bills come first. I don't care what's going on in that house. That rent is due. We got to pay them bills. Mortgage is due. Bills. Car note. We got to pay it. Cell phone, this bill, light bill, gas bill, trash bill, water bill, all these bills. We got to make sure that's in the budget first. I don't want to hear nothing about who need clothes. I don't want to hear about who needs shoes. What I want to hear about is them bills. Did them bills get paid first? That's the main thing. Once your bills are paid, now you can go look at, okay, what do you need? Because the bills are paid. But what get a lot of people in trouble is they go focus on themselves. They're like, ooh, there's a sale. Let me go shop till I drop. You're going to be broke. You're going to be broke. You know, you got to take care of what's important. You know, your bills, take care of this. If your car need work, take care of that work on your car, your engine, blah, 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 all these other things. You got to take care of all that, especially if your car is what helps you to make money. You know, if you do food deliveries and you need your vehicle, then A, you know, you got to make sure your vehicle is up to par because all that back and forth traveling, you putting miles on that bad boy. You know what I mean? So you got to really work smart. You got to work smart. You got to save the money, you know, figure out other ways to earn. But if something's drying up, you got to switch up. You got to make it work. You know, that's why I'm saying with the whole Dante London thing, I don't know any other social medias that them guys and them what he have, but that man could be in prison. That man could be unalive somewhere because nobody stays away from YouTube that long unless something happened, like for real, for real. That's why a lot of content creators, like a lot of times y'all be making jokes I see people making videos about the Dante London guy, and I don't rock with him. I don't really care for those people that be running scams and doing all sorts of manipulative stuff. But what I'm saying is when you see somebody not around and it been like a month, something bad normally happened. You know what I'm saying? Something bad happened. And it could be a situation where somebody is unalived or they went into a mental asylum. It could have been a domestic situation. And there's all sorts of stuff that can pop off. People crash out, man. People crash out. And things happen. A lot of these couples that you see on YouTube, sometimes they crash out, one unalive the other, because they just going crazy. And a lot of times people got money and they still acting up. You know, you can have all the money in the world and still be miserable. You know, a lot of y'all want to have money. Y'all want to have this. Y'all want to have that. Money will kill you. Money will destroy you. Having a lot of money will F your life up. I'm not saying we don't need it and we don't desire it. All I'm saying is having a lot of money too soon can really break you. You know what I mean? Most people that are rich, most people that got a lot of money, they'll tell you. And when you're a person that have a lot of money, even you would have to be careful with how you deal with people, because if a person is not ready for something, it'll destroy them. People go shopping sprees, this, that, all this stuff, and they blow all the money, man. They blow it in one day. They don't even think about what's important. They don't even think about doing something that's going to generate money. They just go on crazy shopping sprees, buying cars, just being dumb. And they broke right after that. It don't make no sense, man. None whatsoever. I don't understand why people buy these luxury cars like, you know, them 100,000, 200,000. What? No, you bugging. That don't even make sense. That type of stuff you rent. You rent that. Because the upkeep to keep that don't even make sense. That's something you rent. Hey, this weekend, hey, I'm gonna rent me a supercar, bro. For real, for real. Flex a little bit. Live life. You know, you rent that bad boy. Bring it back. Forget that. I'm not buying that. It don't make no sense. And you have a lot of YouTubers that make a heck of a lot of money. They go buying all these different things, and they're just going broke doing that mess, you know, because they want to impress you, you know. They want to show out, show that they making money. And the money is killing them, you know. The money is really killing them. And I'm not saying that to discourage anybody that got money. If you got money like that, then more power to you. What I'm saying is you got to be careful, because money is it's an amplifier. Money is an amplifier. If you're a person who like going to the strip club, that's your thing as a dude or even a woman, and you get into a lot of money, you'll bring that strip club to your crib. You'll decorate a whole house with a stage, pole dancing. You'll have women all over the place. It'll be like a Diddy freak-off party at your house. Because why? The money, it amplified your addiction. You know what I'm saying? So money is an amplifier. So if you're a person that's on drugs, you use drugs recreationally, the money will only amplify your bad habit. If you're the type of guy that likes sleeping around with women, taking them here, tricking, money will ruin you with women, and you'll go broke. Like, you know, what's this guy named? Shannon Sharp. Look at what he did. He went out there with that woman, lost all his money like a sucker, and he looked like a clown at this point, you know. So, and the Bible talks about how, you know, a fool, like money ruineth, prosperity ruineth a fool. It's in scriptures. The Bible says prosperity ruin a fool. So if a person's a fool, prosperity will ruin them. And that's what it did to Dodash. Dodash has the spirit of greed. She's greedy for money. Anything she talk about is money. Money, money, money. That's all she thinks about. She's not thinking about God. She's not thinking about health. None of that. She's always telling you that she lost 100 pounds. Guys, she ain't losing anything. If you look at her videos, she's not losing anything. She says that because that's what she did in the beginning to get views. So she figured if she say that, it's going to make people subscribe and grow and make money. That's what she's hoping for. That's old news. She never lost anything. She had a surgery. You understand? She didn't hit the treadmill. She didn't ride no bike. She didn't run. Listen, how come she don't ever show you videos of her running? How come you never see Dodash in videos actually working out in a live video? Seeing her run around in a park, doing what she claims she do. You don't see it. You know why? Because she's lying to you. She's lying to you. If you're really about that, hit that live button and go out there and run for real. Because just looking at her and her videos, I could tell she's not running nowhere. She's lying. If you are really running, you're going to be shedding pounds instantly. If you bike riding, you are going to be shedding pounds immediately. Like literally, if you're a dude and you want to get in shape, like really, really quick, if you're a woman and you want to get in shape, I'm talking about shape quick, you got to hit that bicycle or start to do that jog. And I'm not talking about no 5 minutes. I'm talking about you need to jog and keep jogging until you are burning and you want to fall out on the floor. That is when you know you did your work, bro. If you do that every day for a whole month, you will lose all kinds of weight because you're recharging your battery and jump starting your metabolism with all of that intense exertion, the cycling, the running. It's good to do both. You know, if you have stairs in your house, run up and down the steps, up and down the steps. That stuff will burn you up, bro. Up and down the steps, up and down the steps. You know, that'll really get you going. Dodash is not doing none of that. She's not doing none of that, guys. Because when you look at her video, she's eating these big cookies, lasagna, this, that. There's no way you're doing that and working out. I don't want to hear you. I do not want to hear that. I don't see her with the smoothie shakes. I don't see her mixing the protein stuff. I don't see her with a blender. I don't see her with a Vitamix. I don't see none of those products in her house. So I know she's not doing none of the things she's telling you. You know, she's lying to you. You know? Shout out to Brainwaves, Forever Studios. Who else we got in here? Is Caramel in the building? I'm not sure. I think I did. Yeah, so Dodash deleted the video, guys. She deleted the video, man. The video of her promoting gambling and X, Y, and Z. And I'm not here to condemn anybody for gambling or going to the casino having some fun or whatever the case is. That's not what I'm here for, right? The issue with Dodash promoting gambling is not something that you choose to do on your own. See, if you're a human being and you choose to say, well, I'm going to go down to the casino and do my thing, make some money, that's because you may know what you're doing. Other people don't know how that works. It's not going to work for them. You know? I know people that bet on horses and they always win. They always win. I don't know how they win. They win all the time. Make a lot of money. But if you were to go do the same thing, you're going to lose all your money because you don't know the business. You don't know how the game works. So the issue with Dodash is that she was promoting it to her viewers and she was promoting an app and she was telling everybody how to jump on the app. And then she gave them a disclaimer by saying, hey, if you end up losing, don't get mad at me. That means that she came there with the sole intention to promote the product of that app so that anybody that go and download the app or whatever the case is, she get her commissions. She get her money from it. And I'm pretty sure somewhere on that video or somehow, some way, something, she's affiliated with that app company and they cut her a check. Had to. Because I would never be promoting no damn app on my channel if I'm not getting paid. I'm not promoting none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, man, this app, oh yeah, man, this app, man, yo, you could win money with this. Fam, that company need to be paying me. You know? That company need to be paying me, giving them all that free promotion. Yeah, but you drink Coca-Cola, you be having that in a video. I'm drinking it. I'm drinking Coca-Cola. It is what it is. I'm talking about promoting the product and telling people to go get this and go do this. You don't see me saying, hey guys, go get a Coca-Cola. Hey, you know they have a sale on Coca-Cola, guys. Y'all need to go get it today. You don't see me doing all of that. You know? But yeah, DoDash deleted the video with the evidence. If you want to see it, it's on my platform where I reviewed the video of her promoting the gambling stuff. She said that God and the ancestors will help you to win. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. God ain't helping you do anything. If you went out there and gambled or whatever the case is, that's on you. God didn't do that. You know, because in order to do that, you have to have trust in it. You see what I'm saying? So you're not trusting in God. God is not making you win. That's crazy. God made me win the casino bet. No, he did not, fam. You know, he made you win, but yet the homeless over here suffering. So he's not going to make the homeless eat, but he's going to make sure that you win. No, you got the wrong God. Yeah, affiliate marketing or brand deal. It's most likely affiliate marketing. That's where it would fall under, because DoDash is not big enough to have brand deals. She's not big enough. You know, in my entire stay on YouTube, I had one offer that was offered from me from some company, and I turned them down. And the reason why I turned them down is because now this is how this thing worked. When they were doing their thing, they were trying to get content creators, right? I had reached out saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I got such and such amount of subs, 20,000, blah, blah, blah. You know, I do content on this. I think this will definitely help because a lot of men frequent the platform. Ignored me. When I reached to 100K subs, the very same company DM'd me. Say, hey, we would like to work with you, X, Y, and Z. I just put the block list. Block. I just blocked them. Because I'm like, you're the same company that I reached out. Now you reaching out now? Oh, we've been watching your channel. We noticed that you have a large platform, X, Y, and Z. So a lot of times these companies, they look at your engagement. They look at how much views you get. They're looking at the watch time hours. And they're like, wow, you got a lot of eyeballs on your platform. We can use that amount of, you know, presence for advertisement. So she, at this point, is losing subscribers. So no brand deals is coming her way no time soon. Affiliate marketing, that can be something that she might get into. And out of all of the things she could have chose, she chose gambling. You know, so it's like, it's not a good look, because the majority of the people that she was talking about the other day, she said is poor. So why is she promoting gambling? It's just unethical. Just look at the previous video she made where she claimed somebody reported her video, which we uncovered is a lie. Nobody never reported her video. It's a lie. She deleted her own video. In that video, she said that she was posting cash apps and telling everybody to do this and that to support one another. Okay, how did it go from supporting one another that have needs into telling your viewers about gambling? Come on now. Does that make sense? So all those people that are suffering, struggling, can't pay their rent, living in a car, down and out, now you're telling them to gamble? That's being irresponsible, fam, to your viewers. You know? That's being irresponsible. You telling us 1 minute about your viewers having needs. Now you're telling your viewers to go gamble when they don't even got money. So they'll take their last bit of money and gamble it and then lose. And then you told them in the video, oh, if you do lose, don't blame me. You know, that's your choice. That's how I know she's a part of some marketing campaign for that company. She was going too hard with it. Too hard for a company that she know nothing about, claiming that her friend made all of this money. But yet that same friend didn't help her to pay her rent 2 weeks ago. Make it make sense. You know? Make it make sense. 3 weeks ago, she was begging everybody to pay her rent, her light bill, her car note. You know what I mean? Then she told us about her breaks, all sorts of stuff. Everything with her is she wanting you to pay for. Right? She lied and told you she only made $500 on YouTube for the month. That's a lie. It's a lie, man. Let me see. We said at Ringo TV, syndicate video, subscriber source who gave him the screenshot allegedly left a comment on your channel about how she has an email from YouTube reporting DoorDash. I don't care about if she's reporting DoorDash. Like, here's the thing. Anybody can report anybody on YouTube. That doesn't mean YouTube is going to do anything. People try that garbage with me all the time. YouTube is not running to remove somebody because you don't like them. You understand what I'm saying? So she could report whoever she want to report. That does not mean anything because her video was never removed by YouTube. When you report a video on YouTube, YouTube do not communicate back with you and say, hey, we removed that video that you reported. No, they don't. They don't do that. It's just like when people get a copyright on YouTube, a content ID match, a terms of service violation, a real copyright, a DMCA. When you get one of those, that's because a content creator copyright your video. Now that person can interact with YouTube. But if somebody just reporting your videos because they don't like you, that's not how YouTube works, guys. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people you don't like and you don't want them on YouTube reporting their videos just because you don't like them. That's some evil ass shit. Because what you're essentially trying to do is you're trying to stop them from providing for their family. That goes beyond, I don't like your video. Now it's down to, I hate you and want to see you homeless. That's some evil karma that's coming your way. As much as I don't agree with DoorDash, never reported her videos ever and never will. There's no need to, from me. I'm a content creator. I'm in the same line of business of doing content. The last thing I would do is be reporting somebody's videos because I don't like them. That's hate. That's pure hate. You're an evil person. So if that person went to your platform and said, hey, I got an email showing this and I did this, and they're trying to take credit for something as if though they accomplished something mighty. All that reporting they doing, they're not getting paid for it. It don't make no sense that person is boasting that they reported DoorDash video and they didn't get no money from doing it. It don't make no sense. If you ain't getting paid for something, you wasting your damn time. We in 2025, people out here wasting their life doing stupid stuff and not getting paid. You know? You're not getting paid. You ain't getting paid when you hate me. You're not getting paid. You ain't getting a check. You're not making no money hating on me. All of you content creators that got haters, people that don't like you, those people ain't making no money with all that time spent hating you. They not earning no money. That's wasted energy. Matter of fact, when the haters come to your platform, heck, you should just allow them. You should just literally allow them, guys, because those haters are keeping the bills paid. Those haters are keeping the watch time hours up. Them haters are watching the videos. So them haters are helping me. I'm going to start to do that soon, man. I'm going to start to just welcome all the haters. Forget all this blocking stuff. Leave all them haters alone. Let them hate and instead just time them out, but keep them there. Keep them there. You know, certain times, I know sometimes you just want to block people, but at the end of the day, That's a part of the audience. That's a part of the click-through rate. That's a part of the watch time hours. That's a part of your view count. Because all them haters do is come back to your platform talking ish. Let them come back and talk ish. They helping me. Simple as that. It's like when somebody on YouTube and they talking about me, they mentioning me. I'm like, okay, cool. That's good. Thanks. I ain't wasting my time, and I'm not going to make a video about you either. There's certain people I expose, and I call them by name because they need to be exposed. But when I see other people making videos about me, I don't even waste my time. I'm not wasting my time. They want clout. They're not getting no responses out of me. Nope. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a woman. If it's a woman, I ain't never. You know what I mean? I don't got no time. It's just like the same clown that me and Brainwaves exposed. Notice he don't got no smoke. He got all that smoke for DoDash. He don't got no smoke for us. See, when men are talking real, you see who's who. You got all that smoke for DoDash, but when men call you out on some real ish, all of a sudden, oh, I ain't got nothing to say, Yeah, because you got caught. When you get caught, you get exposed, you hide like a coward. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes be having smoke for women, making video after video after video after video after video over a woman. But when some men call you out, call you to the floor, call you to the carpet, all of a sudden now you turn into a coward and you run and hide and you got a bunch of women defending you. That's some sucker shit, bro. Like for real, for real, for real, bro. Disgusting, nasty work, bro. I don't appreciate that, bro. But anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here, man. It is what it is. Go take care of some business. If you like the content, you like my work, consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Shout out to all the haters. You know what I mean? I'm going to definitely make sure I treat my haters good too, because haters help too. And I know this, but sometimes you just want to get rid of them because they be just trolling and doing stupid stuff. But I don't know, man. I might go into the fall season and just let the haters just rock out and just do what they got to do. You know what I mean? You can't always just block the haters. Like one of the complaints a lot of people say about me, and I could be honest, is they always say, "Oh, he always block you. He always be blocking people and deleting their comments." Yeah, if you're a troll and you saying stupid, disrespectful stuff, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I'm considering kind of just letting people just rock out. You know what I mean? And let it just be a clean battlefield where people just do what they got to do. But you have to understand, when you crossing the line and you saying disrespectful stuff, that stuff not supposed to be on the platform, especially if you cussing and you doing things that could get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to protect the platform at all costs. But yeah, I might end up giving the haters some leeway here and there. You know what I mean? I might end up considering that because, you just can't block everybody. I have a ton of people on the block list, like a ton of people, bro. And sometimes with all the people you block, that's potential viewers, that's potential subscribers, that's potential people that may have had a change of heart about you. In other words, you might have blocked them last year, but they kept watching your videos and now they're like, wow, he's not as bad as I thought he was when he blocked me. And they can't even comment because they're still on the block list. You see what I mean? I had people like that I blocked 2 years ago. They hit me up on Instagram. Hey, yo, bro, I'm the dude that, you blocked a while back. I was saying something disrespectful, man. Hey, I rock with you, dog. Like, for real, for real. My bad for my old comments. But could you unblock me? Because I really follow your content right now. Like, for real, for real. I realized I was wrong. And I end up unblocking them, because they hit me up. But yeah, so I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Do what I gotta do. There's so many videos I gotta do right now, and it's just like man, it's like time, bro. Time is something else, man. There's some things I'm trying to take care of right now. I had to order a hard drive. I had to order a hard drive bad because I needed I need to organize my systems because it's like it's overloaded with stuff. And when that happens, my performance in doing my content, it's like at a standstill. Those of you that do content all the time, you probably know how fast a computer could get cluttered with doing content all the time. So you have to keep things organized, or else it could turn into a big mess on your desktop with files, clips, videos, images, thumbnails, this, that, all this mess, and just get really crazy. You know, then you got your phone, you got to back up all the videos you do on your phone. You got to do this, that, this. And that's why I don't like to record in 4K, especially on my cell phone. The file size is too large, man. Can't be uploading them crazy files, man. It's too much. I understand the video quality might be way better, but it's YouTube, bro. 1080p is all you need. You know what I mean? 1080p, 720p, you good to go. All that 4K stuff, that's only if you're doing like a professional movie or you're releasing a professional music video, something like that. But when it's regular YouTube videos, 1080p, that's it. 4K, you're just wasting space, wasting time. It's just not, it doesn't make sense. The workflow is not going to be there, you know? So, yeah, I'm still working on the yard, guys. It's a lot of work, man. A lot of work, bro. Man, oh man. This is the last season that I'm going to work on the yard in the way that I'm doing, because the original, and I'm just kind of, the show is pretty much over, guys. I'm just kind of just talk a little bit with you. Just talk yard talk with you guys. The yard, the original grass that's on the yard is Bermuda. That's the original grass that's on the yard. I don't really like Bermuda. I mean, it's cool when you're doing it right, when Bermuda is cut and planted the right way, and you have it cut low at 1 inch. It's perfect, like a golf course. But the yard here, the Bermuda would have to be replanted to get it to look the way it's supposed to. So what I did is I cleared the yard, cleared the whole area clean. And it's a big space, guys. Big. It's one of the biggest yards out here. You know what I mean? I mean, other areas have big areas, but for this house, like I literally have the whole corner, man. It's open, everything. And it looks very nice when the grass is lit. So I stripped the whole thing down and I planted a cool season turf type tall fescue, perennial rye, and Kentucky bluegrass. And it looked immaculate. You know what I'm saying? The only drawback is when it hits the middle of June and the temperatures start to really go up. If you don't got good irrigation, your lawn is going to go dormant. It's going to turn brown. It's going to start to protect itself, and it's going to go dormant, and you're going to be pissed because you'll have the ugly lawn in the neighborhood. So for the whole summer, from like the middle of June all the way to the beginning of August, you know, my whole yard was just brown, like literally brown. And what I did is I shaved it all the way down so it could look better, because you'll see the dirt. And what I did is I put about 60 bags of topsoil, about another 20 bags of compost, and I spread that all over the whole yard to renew the soil, adding a bunch of organic matter and fresh soil with fertilizer, and have everything prepped to overseed. I already overseeded already. I felt that I did it a little too early, but I'm seeing some slight results outside. If it don't pull through, then I'm gonna wait till the middle of September to overseed again, because the temperatures in the day be a little too hot. In the nighttime, it's pretty cool outside right now. So that's why they say the best time to plant cool season is late August, early October is the season. So I think the sweet spot is around the mid-September. But I started kind of early. I started around August 30, 30th, somewhere around there is when I started to overseed, which is not bad. You can still overseed around that time. So what I'm gonna do is, this is the last year I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? It's the last year I'm gonna do it. And the reason why is because it's very expensive to maintain, right? It's very expensive to maintain. And it's a constant fight because my neighbor here, they have Bermuda. So if you know anything about Bermuda lawn grass, it has these stolings that they crawl and they just go crazy and they just start taking over. So you got the neighbor here that have Bermuda, the neighbor behind over that side, Bermuda, and it comes down the hill. So I can't escape it. It's like, it's going to take over your yard no matter what you do. You cannot fight with Bermuda grass. It's a very aggressive grass. It wants to take over and it will dominate in the summertime. It will dominate your cool season lawn. Now, there's certain products you can use to suppress the growth of Bermuda, but once again, expensive. So after this season, and it goes back into summer, what I'm going to do is, I think what I'm going to do is plant Bermuda seed. Meaning, when it comes around early spring, I'm going to plant Bermuda seed and let that grow in, so that the yard will be like everybody else's yard, but mine will be the best because I know how to maintain Bermuda. The majority of the neighbors do not have a clue how to maintain Bermuda grass. They don't know what they're doing. They really don't know what they're doing. And shout out to everybody coming in the building. I see a lot of people saying, hey, Ringo, how you doing? Appreciate everybody stopping by. The majority of my neighbors don't know how to maintain Bermuda. It's like they're making Bermuda grass grow 4 or 5 inches tall. That's crazy. Bermuda grass is not meant for that. Bermuda grass is supposed to be low, like 1 inch, the most 1 1/4 inches tall. That's it. Sometimes even 3/4 inch is good, you know, but it's supposed to be ultra low. That's how Bermuda looks its best, especially when it's full and green. It literally look very nice. I don't personally like Bermuda, but when it's properly maintained, it do look good. I more or less like grass that you can, you know, it moves, it looks good, you can stripe it and all that other stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be the last season that I do this renovation stuff. It looks very nice, very, very nice when you got it completed. It looks beautiful. But if I'm living next to neighbors that have Bermuda, it's a no-go. Their yard is gonna take over mine, and you know, it's a waste of money and time. So I'm not gonna do it again. And like I said, it's expensive. I spent a pretty good penny on this. But like I said, doing the lawn, doing the grass, that's like therapy for me. You know what I mean? It keeps me sharp, keeps me active, keeps me working. You know, as a man, you're supposed to work with your hands. You're supposed to work. You're supposed to be doing something. You're supposed to be staying active as a man. So that helps me to work and do some labor. If not, you know, I'll just be in the house doing content and not doing no strenuous work. I feel that men's supposed to work. I'll find something else to do. Even if I had to work somebody's yard, I'll find something to do, because I'll be like, look, neighbor, you need me to do this, you need that, you need this. Hey, y'all need help. Let me hook up your yard, bro. You know, and I'll do something, because I don't like sitting down idle, not doing nothing. That feels weird, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Yeah, so man, got a lot of things I gotta do, guys. Appreciate everybody for supporting the show. Shout out to Joyce earlier for the support. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that hit the Cash App, supporting the show, Super Chat. All that goes a long way. It's a lot of things I got to get organized. I'm just trying to get the yard situated so I could relax, bro. It's just too much work, man. That's why I said I'm not doing this next season. I'm not doing this, bro. It's too much work, man. The work that I'm doing, guys, my neighbors probably think I'm crazy. They probably think I'm nuts. But I know they respect it. I know they respect it because they're probably like, damn, this dude works, bro. This dude is doing it by himself. That big yard, bro. How the heck you doing it? My yard compared to their yards, like the neighbors, my yard by itself is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness. My yard is the equivalent of probably 20 to 30 yards, meaning other people's yards. In other words, 30 other neighbors. In one is my yard. Think about how much walking and work that is. It's a lot of work. You could literally put 3 more houses. Wait, 1, 2, yeah. You could put 3 more houses on the side yard of the house. 3, yeah. You could put 3 more houses on the side of the yard if you were to build 3 more houses. And in the back of the house, you could put another one. Not really on the side, but the side, the corner part is large. And it's a lot of work, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, it really burns me up, the amount of work that I put in. I didn't even take no video with all the work that I did, bro. Only video I got is me using the aerator machine. I got that on tape. I might get some video tomorrow. I might. It all depends. It's just, I'm just mad busy, man. Raking leaves. Don't rake leaves. Get a machine. They have this machine. You just push it. And what it does, it picks up all those leaves and it's like it just throws it into a bin. All you got to do is just push it. Raking leaves is 1990. They have a machine. You walk behind it, and what it does is it just picks up all the leaves. It's not cutting the lawn. It just picks up the leaves and it pushes it around and it falls right into the bin, and then you could just bag it up. Easy. No work, no sweat, no nothing. Just look it up on Google. Leaf sweep. Just look, probably type that. I forgot what the hell it's called. Leaf sweeper or whatever the case is. Get one of those. I have a tree, so sooner or later, it's going to start making these leaves come down. And then when all the big trees in the woods start coming down, oh yeah, the wind is going to push all those leaves my way. It don't be bad, though. It don't be bad. It's just that my tree here, sometimes the leaves might go to the neighbor side. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. You know, the tree is there, so hopefully the wind will blow it away. But being that I'm on the corner, a lot of times leaves from other people's yards end up on mine. I can't complain. You know, that's the weather. It blows it over to my side. I got to clean it up. You know, I don't got a problem with it. So guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Damn, this is like what? My 6th or 7th video for the day? It's pretty good. That's pretty good. 7 videos. Wow. Yep. So I'm going to be getting back into a lot of different content, guys. But I still have to cover the DoorDash saga. What I realize is that with YouTube, especially with a lot of viewers may not like none of my DoorDash videos. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is why, as viewers, you're supposed to communicate with me. You as a viewer, you have a responsibility too. As a viewer, you have a responsibility. If there's certain kind of content that you like, that I do, you got to tell me that. You know? You just can't just be like, okay, what video he's going to drop today? I'm going to drop whatever I feel like dropping. But if I am fully aware of what you, the viewer, want to see, I'm going to spend a lot of time focusing on that because that's what I know people want to view. It makes sense, right? So if you like certain kind of content, you got to communicate that. Hey, bro, your videos where you be doing X, Y, and Z, hey, yo, those videos is the one, bro. You need to do way more videos with that, bro. Definitely. I watch them videos. Okay, cool. And now I know I got to make videos for this group of subscribers. A lot of times we wonder, well, why everybody not watching? Because everybody don't like all those videos, you know? Sometimes people want to see videos where I'm exposing false teachers. You got to communicate that with me. Some people may like my DoorDash videos. Some people may like videos with me exposing new bonnet. Some people might like my celebrity news and crime stories. And you got to communicate these things with me. That way, I'm like, okay, cool. I got all these people giving me inspiration and ideas. Okay, so this person like this, that person like that. Okay, that's the problem. I got to make sure I'm feeding all of my viewers. So that's one of the main issues with a lot of content creators is they're not feeding their viewers. The viewer have to learn how to communicate with the content creator so that we can know exactly what you need. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. So again, you have video suggestions, my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw, or you can just post in the comments under the video. You got to light them comments up. Let me know what it is, you know? So I'm out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Appreciate everybody stopping by. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Caramel Kimmy Kim. We got Tammy. We got August Queen. Who else we got? We got Joanne. Got Dwayne. Rissa. What's going on? Lyrics. Let me see what we got here. We got Let Me Educate You. Let me see. Shatika. I believe that's the name. Shatika. I Decide to Live Today. What's going on? Rima Taylor. What's going on? We got Brenda. Got Brainwaves. Da, 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 da. Rumors with Miss K. What's going on? Got KT. Got You Me. What's going on? The Savvy Admin. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I apologize if I didn't get to your name. I'm just trying to shout people out before I get on out of here. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, guys, without you supporting the shows, I don't have no show. If you good people don't show up to the show, I don't got a show. So I understand and I'm appreciative and I'm humbled that you even choose Ringo TV Reactions. So when you guys leave in peace. Peace and blessings. Drive safe if you're on the road. If you're on a 9-to-5 grind, be safe. Wear your seatbelt. Shout out to all my truckers on the road, male and female. It is what it is. Shout out to all the Amazon workers, the FedEx workers, UPS, United States Parcel Service, the Uber Eats drivers, all the Lyft drivers, everybody that do food deliveries. When these people do their food deliveries to your crib, make sure you give them a tip. They're using their gas money. They driving around all damn day. Put something in their pocket. You know what I mean? Put something towards the gas. Especially if they came from a long way. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you hook them up. Take care of these people, man. Because they dealing with a lot of BS, bro. A lot of BS. Especially when you do food deliveries, you pull up to a nice neighborhood. You looking around like, damn, this place look nice. You bring out the food, person don't even give you no tip. You're like, damn, dog. You could at least give me $10, fam. Like, damn. Got this nice driveway with all these nice cars and stuff. Man, hook people up, bro. Don't be cheap, man. So, hey, y'all take care, man. I'm out. Peace and blessings. We out of here.